Hello there, look at me inside. I actually got a comment the other day where somebody's like, go inside, because I'm always filming these videos outside. Dude, I need nature just in my face all the time. But I spent the last week or so training a lot, and sometimes when I go training, I will film, but I won't do the necessary narration that someone on YouTube is supposed to do. So that's kind of why I'm here. It's been a great week of skateboarding. I've been going to the same skate park, practicing many different things. There was 2 different sessions I'm gonna show, but one of them is me practicing 20 tricks that I eventually wanna get consistently down hubbas and handrails. I just want more technical tricks that I can pull up to a park and just be like, bam, 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 bam. So there's 20 tricks in particular, and the first session is me just going through that list, and it went well. Nollie front feeble was pretty hard because you're going off the nose and then you're landing on your back truck, but I did the tricks and I was happy and I was having a good session, and the homie there did the crooked grind, and it was just good vibes all around, and it just became like the park that I wanted to go to. And recently I did a heel flip nose manual Nollie 360 flip at the same park, and I just love like the way the footage looks. I love the trees, and I just realized like this is where I want to learn a bunch of tricks. So I was having a little bit of trouble sleeping the other night because I was literally thinking about 2 new tricks that I've been wanting to learn, and I was like, I'm going to learn them at that skate park. And it's a, well, should I spoil it?
What is the matter? Don't know what happened. We switched sweaters. We're getting closer. I was sending you a poster. Thought you didn't know that I am lost without you. Thought you would come over. In my world of magic, accidentally tragic. It should never happen. We never let go. Blessed are we, skipping battles all this time. Final surrender in decay. All of the features in a state. Final surrender.
So lucky. Holy shit, that like shook my brain because I was like, holy shit.
That was the first one, a fakie flip, fakie manual, fakie tray flip out. And what's funny is the last time I did a fakie manual, fakie tray flip out, it took me a long time, so many tries, and it just did not feel natural. But for some reason in this session, it just made sense. I don't know why. I think it's because I've been doing the nose manual Nollie 360 flip, and you basically just do the same thing backwards. So I was just feeling it. It felt good, and it just worked that day. And the one I landed, I was like in total shock. I just couldn't believe it happened. And also, you would have seen the homie pull up to the park. The vibes were just, I know it sounds so weird saying vibes, but that's just what it was. It was so nice at the park. Everybody was so cool, and he was so sweet. He like watched the videos and was like, you know, rooting me on, and he was also ripping, and it was really, really cool. But by this point, I still had a little bit of energy left, and I was ready to try something else. There was one trick I had in mind, and I was like, I'm gonna work up to this trick, but if I don't do it, that's fine. We got one good trick. But there was a second trick that I've also been just like daydreaming about that I wanted to learn, and I tried it.
Oh, it's recording.
The second session was more of just like a flat out accomplishment, and the first session was basically an accomplishment building to a bigger goal. So eventually I will go to Watauga Skate Park. It has a 3-stair handrail and hubba, and I will be trying to do all 20 of those tricks down those obstacles. So it's a bit harder, I think, for each of the tricks to do down the hubbas. Maybe for some people who have a lot of braveness will find it easier just to throw a trick down something, but for me, I need to have it on flat ledge, flat rail, and then I can go down stuff. So you'll see that eventually. As for the way this video is done, this is not gonna usually happen. If you saw the last video, I did a really good job of kind of narrating the whole session and going through, but I swear with things like skateboarding, especially since even like the vlogging concept, I've been doing it forever, but I still get lost in the idea of just wanting to excel and wanting to learn tricks and get better, that I kind of forget about my job, which is to showcase it and share it online for other people to kind of see, and hopefully, this is what I'm hoping for, that in the future, maybe some of you can watch Ashton Kelly's videos, which I know a lot of you do. It's just him and a few friends. They go out with their iPhones, they film, and it's this beautiful, fun, amazing thing to watch, and now Ashton can actually make some money doing this, and obviously, this whole market will fluctuate as time goes by, so not everyone will get any attention on the platform, but you know, if you keep trying it, sometimes the market will find you. And I feel like if every community had a channel like Ashton, where it was just a few friends going out and hanging out and skateboarding and showcasing their local scene, then skateboarding as a whole could see more of what skateboarding is like in every city, every community, every state, so on, etc. And that would just be this beautiful thing, because I'm always curious about what skateboarding is like everywhere else. And for me, I want to go out everywhere and tell the stories of these little cities, but I just feel like the stories would be so much more authentic from the skateboarders within. So if you are a skateboarder out there, I would advise you learn how just to talk to a camera at least a little bit. Just be like, hey, what's up? We're at the skate spot. Turn the camera out, point it at your homie and be like, what's up? And the homie will be like, yeah, this spot's pretty fun, da, 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 da. Like, if you can just rifle off a few words here and there, make some jokes with your friends, be silly, but don't troll the audience too hard and be like, hey guys, what's up, YouTube? I see some people kind of troll, and I feel like you're kind of calling the audience an idiot for watching. That I don't think flies, but you know, good vibes with the homies, get out there, and I feel like a lot of you could really do this. If you have a couple friends who skate, go out there, do the thing, and yeah, you know, create some content, and hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for the next one, where it's just me and some homies going out skateboarding, and it gets wild. Okay, thank you so much. Take care, progress daily, and keep killing it.